What's up, Melanated family? This is your boy Harrison from MelanatedFathers.com and Melanated Fathers TV. Make sure everybody go to the website. Make sure you go to the YouTube page, Melanated Fathers TV. Subscribe. Now, for the latest news story, family, I got a news story for you out of Canada. A black man named Hèzu Kpowbié. I think I may be saying his name wrong, but he's a Canadian brother. So he's basically at a park with his 8-year-old son and two of his 8-year-old son's friends. One of his son's friends has a letter opener. He basically has a letter opener, a silver little letter opener, falls out of his pocket. The black man picks the letter opener up, puts it in his pocket. All of a sudden, 3 officers approach him with their guns out. Now he's recording this with his phone, but they approach him with their guns out, saying that he has a knife or that he has a gun or something, right? So he sits there, he records them for a while. They continue to harass the brother. Ultimately they see that he just has a letter opener and he isn't a threat at all. Even when they see he has a letter opener, they still put him in handcuffs. They still put him in the back of the car. He still gets a fine for like $150 for allegedly carrying a weapon. So again, this black man has a silver letter opener that a child he was babysitting basically fell out of his pocket. He puts it in his pocket. So this silver item is possibly hanging out of his pocket or whatever the case may be. Why not talk to the man? Why not see what's going on? Why not ask him a few questions? Like, it becomes extremely difficult for black people, because this is all the way in Canada. This shit ain't even happening in the U.S., right? But it's becoming extremely difficult for us to foster any type of real trust or relationship with police departments around the country when shit like this continues to happen. Because while he's recording, he's asking them, why are you guys using so much force? They're like, why are you resisting? He like, I'm just fucking laying here. His face is on the canvas. His son and his son's friends are watching the police pretty much son him and treat him like a boy damn near. You feel me? And they still put him in a police car and give him a $150 ticket. I think, who's responsible for disciplining police officers? Who's responsible for making sure they do shit the right way? You know what I'm saying? For some instance, it almost feels like they're lawless, like they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. And then you wonder why when we getting stopped by the police, we start sweating or we get nervous, or any interactions with the cops. It's like, you don't know how that shit can go. You feel me? So man, as long as situations like this continue to happen, we'll never trust the police. We'll never have a clear understanding of how we should conduct ourselves with police officers, because they don't treat us like humans. Like I interviewed for my podcast, the Melanated Convo podcast. I interviewed a ex-police chief a couple weeks ago, and he sounded like a good brother. He's a black guy. He sounded like a good brother. He sounded like he was giving me some perspectives on the cops. On the cops' job and how difficult it is for them to be police officers. He tried to tell me some shit about 95% of all cops are good. I had to explain to him that if the other 5% ain't telling on the 95%, then all y'all bad. You see what I'm saying? So when are we gonna? When is the police departments or the Department of Justice, who's ever in charge of these police officers, when are they gonna rein in how they conduct themselves, man? Having a gun pulled on you is some traumatic shit. I don't care what the incident is. I don't care where you at. That shit can stay with you forever, right? The fact that they're just so nonchalant to put a weapon out that can take your fucking life, that shit ain't cool, man. So until that type of behavior is fixed, until we can understand that the people wearing the badges and the uniforms are trustworthy individuals, we're going to always have these problems. You feel me? So for more stories like this, man, go to MelanatedFathers.com, Melanated Fathers TV. Like the page, subscribe to the page, hit the notification bell so you can know when new videos drop. I'm gone.